Today I'm going to talk about the top 3 reasons why a house does not sell, and this house is a perfect example of it. Hey everyone, this house was ugly, and I'm going to show you some photos, so stay tuned. So welcome back. Thanks for joining me today. Today I'm going to talk about the top 3 reasons why a house does not sell, and this house is a perfect example of it. Reason number 1, condition. This house looked terrible. I knew going in that this was going to be a challenge to sell, but I made some recommendations that at the time the seller was not comfortable going with, and that had to do with improving the condition of the property. It had been a property that was a rental property for the owner, and the tenant, of course, lived here for many years, but as many tenants do, they don't get invested in the property. They don't get excited about it. It's not their permanent home, so they're less likely to invest time, energy, and money in keeping the property up and making it, aesthetically pleasing. So that was reason number 1, that we had this house on the market for way too long. Reason number 2 is price. Price is an incredibly important factor in marketing and getting a home sold. Although it's almost less as important as it is right now in such a hot market, but it's still very important. In hot markets we have limited inventory, so buyers tend to go out and look even if they feel it's a little bit overpriced, just to see if there's an opportunity to make a deal there. But in this case, this house, its condition and its price, although was on market and proper for the sales in the immediate area. And let me say that this particular property is inside of a townhome community, so the comparables or the recent sales inside the community are relatively easy to figure out, right? There's only 2 or 3 different models and floor plans in here, and really all we need to do as real estate professionals is plus and minus for its condition, some amenities that it may have that others don't, some updates that one has over another. Those are a couple of things, but by and large, it's relatively easy to figure out. So we were priced right. I was very confident, but the market ended up telling us otherwise because nobody wanted it because of its condition. And number 3 is marketing. What is the marketing plan for this particular property? Obviously, whether it looks great or it looks terrible, if nobody knows about it, it's not going to sell. You need to properly expose a property to the market. And that means obviously all our typical online channels that we are used to seeing properties on, and that we're used to as realtors, being able to put them out so that the buying public can see them and have access to them, like the Zillows, the Realtor.coms, our personal websites, social media posts, social media paid ads, all these kinds of things. We're going to bring attention and drive traffic. But in a market as strong as it is right now, sometimes it doesn't take much. Right now the market is moving so quickly that when properties come on, within 2 or 3 or 4 days, things are selling. Now we have finally gotten to a place in this particular property where it looks great. And we're not going to adjust the price. We're going to keep the price where it is. So now this really becomes a value proposition. Although the pricing was what I believe was proper the whole time, it's still, people were not able to overcome the visuals of walking in here. It didn't look the best, didn't smell the best, although we tried to tidy a couple of things up. But I'm glad that the seller finally got on board and said, okay, let's make the investment. And now is time for the reveal. This is what the final product looks like. I'm excited to bring it back to the market in a refreshed state. As a matter of fact, our photographer is upstairs right now taking fresh photos because I'm recommitted to making the investment as well to represent this property in its very best light and get it sold for my customer. On a personal note, this is the longest I think I've ever had a listing. I'm a little embarrassed to make this video, but it's important to understand these are the fundamentals. Those 3 fundamentals are critically important in getting a home sold today. If you have any other questions about how to market a property, how to go about it, please don't hesitate to reach out. We're here to help you at the Argüelles Group here in beautiful Southeast Florida. Thanks so much.